GoFundMe has become the world's preferred platform for social fundraising. But what you may believe to be a philanthropic, non-profit company is actually a thriving, privately owned firm that rakes in over $20 million of revenue every year. That doesn't make GoFundMe necessarily bad, but it is a bit surprising to discover what their overall profit levels are and the various ways that they actually generate revenue, from both people giving money and from donation seekers. Stick around as we uncover GoFundMe's business model and break down how this company that promotes good still makes a ton of money as well. First, let's get to know what type of company GoFundMe actually is, and here's some interesting facts about their platform. The company was founded relatively recently in 2010 and advertises itself as the world's largest, quote, social fundraising platform. Their strong marketing efforts have been amplified by their recognition in the media, which has helped them to spread their brand name across the globe. They are now known as the best digital platform to seek and provide donations. When people need support with some emergency medical bills or want to start a fundraiser for an inspiring educational opportunity, GoFundMe is usually their first choice to help collect their donations. The site is also used to help local businesses and charities with their fundraising efforts as well. By 2021, one donation was made every second on GoFundMe, and the company has collected over $15 billion for fundraisers on their platform since their inception. While these efforts have undoubtedly made a positive impact on our society, many people are not aware that GoFundMe is actually a for-profit company. In fact, this private firm is estimated to have earned $22 million in revenue in 2022 alone, and their enterprise is valued at over $1 billion. So, how does GoFundMe make money off of other people's fundraisers and donations? GoFundMe's business model is quite straightforward. They make money by charging a transaction fee for every donation that comes in. Their model is similar to a credit card company, but instead of offering credit, they offer people a trustworthy platform to transfer money for good causes. GoFundMe charges a 2.9% processing fee along with a flat rate cost of 30 cents for every donation they receive. If you make a $100 donation through GoFundMe, they would take 2.9% of your contribution, which comes out to $2.90, plus an additional 30 cents for that one transaction. That comes out to a total of $3.20 that they will take from your original $100. Therefore, the campaign then only receives $96.80. That makes GoFundMe's total fee come out to an effective rate of 3.2%. That percentage gets larger for smaller donations, but shrinks as donation values grow bigger. But for registered charities, that fee is a bit lower, 2.2% for every transaction, along with the same 30-cent charge. The company contends that these fees help cover their own costs for credit and debit fees, as well as helping to secure the safe delivery of the donations. Of course, they also need some money to help maintain their website, which hosts over 40 million visitors per month and likely processes over $100 million of donations every month as well. Previously, GoFundMe also made money by charging a, quote, platform fee for fund seekers who started a campaign. They used to take 5% of the total funds raised, but that practice stopped in 2017 as they sought to become more competitive against other crowdsourced fundraising sites like Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Instead, they now just ask for a voluntary tip on top of your donation to help them maintain their site. GoFundMe also used to offer boosted campaigns, where users could pay to have their cause become more visible, as well as premium memberships with lower fees, but these services are no longer available. It seems that they have determined the most straightforward way to generate the most revenue is to just charge a transaction fee. Now that we understand how GoFundMe profits, we can also see how it is in their best interest to host the most number of campaigns possible and to push for more donations for each one. the cost of adding a new user or donation into their system is likely very disproportionate to the value that they receive from it. Since they benefit from every dollar that comes across the platform with seemingly little impact on their operations, GoFundMe has found an ideal way to scale their technology and should continue to easily maintain their annual multi-million-dollar turnover. That also helps us to understand why they spend so much effort on marketing their brand, since we expect their customer acquisition cost to be well below a traditional company's rate, and therefore, they stand to earn a lot more from every new user. For instance, they have tools to help you share your campaigns across your social media platforms, and have also created some dedicated how-to guides on increasing the visibility of your fundraisers. Additionally, they provide tips like running Facebook ads or reaching out to local news programs and newspapers to help share your story. Now, it all makes sense why we see more and more personal stories on the news that are accompanied by a GoFundMe campaign. Donation seekers can increase their support by sharing their story with more people, and, of course, GoFundMe would benefit by processing more money. Essentially, GoFundMe's primary costs and efforts revolve around the maintenance of their platform. Their employees don't actually manage the individual campaigns and don't work to help solicit the money. Therefore, the company's strong brand recognition and lean structure allows them to be an extremely profitable cash cow. So, how can you invest in this low-risk, high-reward company? Well, unfortunately, it is not very easy for the average person to get in on the action. As we mentioned earlier, GoFundMe is a private company that does not offer public shares. Also, unlike their campaigns, it is not possible to just give them a $100 contribution for a piece of their company. Instead, the only type of investors that have bankrolled GoFundMe are venture capital firms that have pumped in over $100 million of Series A funding. So, unless you have multi-millions to invest and access to a private equity group, chances are you are out of luck when it comes to seeing an investment grow through GoFundMe. We still think that GoFundMe makes the world a better place and gives those in need a way to reach more people with their story than was ever possible. But the company does not go out of their way to remind their customers that the site is there to make a very handsome margin. What do you think? Are GoFundMe's transaction fees a fair price to pay for hosting campaigns and processing money? Or do you think they are too high for a company whose reputation is based on trying to help those who need it the most? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to check out our other videos that uncover business-related topics that you might not have heard about before. As always, thanks for watching.